quick Ukraine war update. So first we are going to go to Robotyne, where fighting is continuing around Robotyne. Russian strikes around this area did do some damage of a Ukrainian vehicle and a Ukrainian military station. We've received almost no words from the Kherson side. The same thing with Klashivka and Andrivka. Obviously, fighting is going on there. However, we've received no news about it as of yet. Throughout the whole entire front lines, there have been bombardments and artillery strikes and stuff like that. However, no gains that we know of. Of course, I have said this in previous videos that the Russian sources have said Ukrainian soldiers have entered Novodonetsk. However, we've received no video or photo confirmation of that. And I believe it was in the Kherson Oblast, Russian vehicle with Russian military personnel and FSB, I believe, was bombed by the Ukrainians. It was I believe it was like a call bomb, so the call exploded, and Ukrainian SBU has taken responsibility of it. Well, that's what's basically going on in the front lines. I want to talk to you guys about Tokmak and the Ukrainian goal to hit Tokmak. So as you guys may know, Anthony Blinken visited Ukraine, and he basically, according to many, gave them a deadline. The deadline was by November to either be in Tokmak or either capture Tokmak or to be fighting for Tokmak. I'm not talking about fighting for Tokmak from Nova and these places over here. I'm talking about fighting for Tokmak like you're literally in Tokmak. Okay. Next year, 2024, the U.S. will cut a lot of its aid. So this is just a theory. So basically, you can expect the Ukrainians not to give up on this counter offensive anytime soon, and the reason being is because the Ukrainians really have no choice. If the United States wants the Ukrainians to be at Tokmak by November, and Ukraine isn't, and the United States cuts the aid, whatever, then Ukraine's war effort's going to stop, because the Europeans have been doing stuff, but it's the United States that has been sending. The United States is like the backbone of Ukraine right now. I know, and not to offend any Europeans, the countries such as the United Kingdom, France, Germany, a lot of European countries have done things. Poland, they have given a significant amount of aid, and in some countries have even given more percentage-wise of their GDP than America. However, America is the one giving Ukraine the most arms, the most weapons, the most humanitarian aid, the most money. So if America is going to cut on this, if they're not at Tokmak by November, you can see that the Ukrainians will probably but the Ukrainians will probably, until they literally physically can't, the Ukrainians probably are not going to stop on this assault, no matter how costly it may be. Abrams are coming, I believe, September 11th. Expect Abrams to get destroyed. I am not trying to be doom announcer for Western equipment, but that's just something that's probably going to happen. But no matter how high the casualties, I believe Ukraine is going to try to take Tokmak by November. Will they be successful? I don't know. From the beginning of the counteroffensive, Ukraine has made what people call very minor gains. However, ever since the capture of Robotyne, it seems their gains have been increasing in speed. The amount of time it takes for them to make gains. However, them going to Tokmak is a kind of fall out there. However, they have by November, so that gives them basically roughly around 2 months. Not exactly, but roughly around 2 months to get to Tokmak. I believe they're going to get there in 2 months. Well, we'll have to see, because Russia is now building new lines of defense, and Ukraine has just broken through some of the Russians' lines, but Russia is now building new lines of defense. Some behind Tokmak, some over here. So it's going to be pretty hard for the Ukrainians to do this. Will they be able to pull this off? Honestly, I don't know. I think if Ukraine is determined, and this is the United States will cut majority of the aid by next year if they do not take Tokmak by November. I think Ukraine will do all in its power to have Tokmak by November, or at least to be fighting. Anyway, guys, that is just a quick update of the front lines and what I think, a little analysis on what I think is going to be happening in the future. I believe the Ukrainians will do everything in their power to get to Tokmak and Melitopol, and I do not think, even with the raining season, even with the winter, I do not think Ukraine is going to end this counteroffensive, and they may put it on pause, but I think this counteroffensive is going to stay basically active until Ukraine physically cannot do it anymore. Anyway, guys, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, YouTube, I do not condone any violence of any kind or war of any kind. I'm simply reporting on what's going on. Thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.